going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stomp podcast, where we're recording this extra early in the morning. By early in the morning, we mean 10:30 in the morning. Well, 11:30. No, it's 9:30 your time.
Yeah.
It's the time in the morning for you, right?
It's 9:30 a.m.
Bro is just jiving again. You're always just jiving during an episode. I realized that. Because I was at work a few days ago, and I didn't have anything to listen to. So I was like, okay, I'm just listening to Curb Stomp episodes because fuck it, why not? And every episode, I just mentioned that you jive.
Yeah.
Some form of action that you just jive. Anyways, wrestling. That happened this week.
That's a thing.
It happens every week, typically.
Wrestling's a thing.
I think so. I mean, that's what the podcast is about, right?
Oh, I didn't know that even existed.
Is the Curb Stomp podcast just based off like just guys we see in the street just get like that beat the shit out of each other?
It's off that Twitter page. Fights of the year.
Nice.
That's what we made this about.
At least we didn't see 10-foot aliens in Miami. Did you hear about that?
No,
Apparently there were 10-foot aliens in Miami Mall. It wasn't that apparently, but that's what people were reporting. Everyone was running
probably
away
some
from
5-year-old, and the people were just really high.
No, because like thousands of people ran away from the scene. I don't know what it was, but like apparently there was just 10-foot aliens. I think bro's thing turned off. No. All right, wrestling. We recorded and uploaded that video at whatever episode whatever we call it before New Year's Revolution, so we should probably talk about that first and foremost.
Yeah, that was the SmackDown one, right?
That was SmackDown, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, how do we begin? Do we start with the bloodline?
Well, that closed out the show, didn't it?
A bit. Roman opened it.
I'm trying to remember how Roman opened it.
Arriving at SmackDown and laughing at The Rock.
Okay, yeah.
That's how
we opened the. I mean, I don't have any thoughts about it. Like, I don't think Roman Rock is happening. I think it's just a whole thing to get people hyped up for the next year of wrestling.
It is 1,000% happening, and we have a
new... we can talk about that after we get done with the news.
Okay. The number one contender for the U.S. title is official.
It is official, and that's going to come up at the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
It's our first match for the Royal Rumble, and it's Mr. Royal Rumble himself.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah. This is his 7th title shot at the Royal Rumble. Did you know that? Or it was 6th. I read something that was either his 6th or 7th, which is tying like the Triple H.
Because he had
John Cena.
He was back-to-back years with Roman.
3 years, actually.
3 years with Roman.
It was a year before that, too.
Jesus fucking. He went against Roman with the Universal title when it was first came out. So that's 4 matches against Roman at Rumble.
And then the U.S. title now. I think he had another U.S. title shot as well.
Probably.
So, like, bro, is just... I'm calling Mr. Royal Rumble.
That's Mr. Rumble.
Like, the only other person I can think that maybe beats him is Stone Cold. That's just because Stone Cold has won the Rumble 3 times. So, and you know what? Kevin Owens is new age Stone Cold, essentially. So,
do we have to throw Kane's name out there for Rumble as well?
Did he ever win a Rumble?
He always had great showings at the Rumble.
Yeah, but like he was always in the Rumble, not like he was like Mr. Royal Rumble, like how he always winning.
Do we throw his name out there for Mr. Rumble?
I don't know. I've been trying to give everyone a title for like each of the major shows, like Royal Rumble. Like I said, Kevin Owens or Stone Cold. Elimination Chamber, I still haven't figured out. I'm leaning towards Miss Elimination Chamber being Liv, because she always kicks ass in those. Mr. WrestleMania is technically Shawn Michaels, but I'd argue the Undertaker, because that's like actually like
here's I just because may as well found a list of 5 people who can claim to be Mr. Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Kane has the most Royal Rumble records of any WWE wrestler.
Well, that makes sense. He's always in the Royal Rumble, so.
Roman has a claim.
I don't like that. I don't think it's Mr.
I don't.
Rumble.
I think Roman's too good for the Rumble.
He might be better as Mr. Mania, but I'd say Undertaker.
Mr. Mania is already claimed.
It's Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels has a losing record at WrestleMania. Give it to Taker. I know I have the hat on and everything, but that still looks like I have my hair is all fucked up. So
Cena.
Okay, I can get behind that a little bit more.
Second greatest return in wrestling.
Behind Edge, correct?
Behind Edge.
Okay, I want to make sure we're on the same page.
I saw someone. It was one of my favorite Twitter reactions of the week. Of, I don't care what you say, nothing will ever beat this return, and it was a Cena return.
I think we saw the same thing. Yeah.
And someone just quoted it. Heads is knocking.
I don't know if did Trips return at the Rumble with his hamstring issue.
Maybe.
Or was it Survivor Series? I know it's one of those two.
One of those two. Lesnar
for Royal Rumble?
I
would think him something for SummerSlam. So
triple threat against Cena and Rollins.
That was the Rumble?
Yes.
Okay.
He's 1-on-1 with Finn.
Okay. I mean,
he's undefeated at Rumble, 5-0.
I mean, do you count the Rumble? Like actually being the Rumble?
I don't know if they counted the actual Rumble.
I'm guessing not if they're coming 5-0 because he lost last year. So.
And he is 5-0, and he has 2 Rumble wins.
He has 2 Rumble wins?
Yes.
When was the first one?
Early 2000s.
Well, he came in 2002. That wasn't him, was it? That was Edge.
Or Edge only has. I want to say Edge only has the one.
Let's look it up. Royal Rumble winners.
But he won. He was.
Lesnar won 2022. 03? Okay.
He won 03. He eliminated Taker to win.
All right. I did not know that. I mean, it makes sense. Early Lesnar was something else, man.
Hey, he should have been a Russian who just stood in the middle of the ring.
Anyways, I still would go with Stone Cold or Kevin Owens.
Stone Cold was number 1 on that list.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Anyways, first match for the not Elimination Chamber. My God, I'm getting ahead of myself. For the Royal Rumble is Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul for the United States Championship,
which will be a dub match.
I think so. I think so. Kevin Owens is awesome with almost everyone he works with, and Logan Paul is the perfect heel, the perfect antithesis to Kevin Owens' character. So, I think that storyline wise, that makes sense, and I think they'll work well together. They're both great workers. So
yeah, and Logan can win without Kevin Owens not looking strong. Mm-hmm. With I have one good hand.
Yeah,
it's perfect because I don't think Logan.
And anytime a wrestler uses underhanded tactics, it doesn't bury a guy typically, unless it's like a guy that's like embarrassingly with like underhand tactics. They're gonna bring the brass knuckles. We know this. It's the brass knuckles on top of the titanium hand, which is stupid. I love it because it's stupid, but it is stupid because Logan has a titanium hand, and he's just putting brass knuckles on the titanium hand, which. What does that do? I don't know.
How to punch?
Yes. It's still a titanium hand.
Hey, hard impact.
True. What else happened at New Year's Revolution?
What else happened?
It was SmackDown, yes. We're still on SmackDown.
Yep.
And then we went on a different track talking about Rumble winners. We can talk about that. We can talk about more about the Rumble in a little bit.
Gee. We also I had the list pulled up, and then
I know. I'm sorry. I got distracted by.
And then I accidentally closed the list. Oh yeah, we had the debut of the new best faction in WWE.
We don't have the name for it, but there's a prediction for the name because of trademark that was filed not too long ago. It got filed yesterday.
What was it?
It was the Final Testament.
I'm fine with that.
I think it's too many words, too many syllables.
I agree there, but it's not
the Final Testament. Like it sounds like a pay-per-view. but it doesn't sound like a faction. Like Judgment Day kind of rolls off the tongue. The Final Testament, you got to put more into it. There's too many consonants there that are messing it up. Not saying it's a bad name, but
I love this faction so much.
I saw people over Twitter that were clowning it, or not clowning it. They were saying it is a lot better already to the Undisputed Kingdom, which is Adam Cole's new thing, which is, again, the fuck?
I think the only downside I have with the Undisputed Kingdom
is it's ripping off WWE.
No, it's not that even. It's Adam Cole went on this tangent about how Wardlow blah blah got cheated with MJF.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been world champion, blah blah blah. And then went on to say when Wardlow wins the world championship, so he's gonna hand it over to him.
That sounds stupid.
I'm like, that's not the character development. We've had it all for Wardlow.
AEW's storytelling's kind of shot right now, but we can get in that a little bit.
It was kind of cooked.
We're still talking about SmackDown. Let's get out with SmackDown before we talk about anything else.
Paul Heyman took a straight shot at Cody Rhodes.
Did he? I thought you just mentioned a bunch of people.
He mentioned Rock, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes wasn't even like it was seamlessly in. He just randomly said, and Cody's still trying to finish the story he started a year ago. I'm like, damn, Paul. You didn't have to just toss him in there. Mia Chin did not win the women's title.
She looked great, though. And I tweeted shortly after that match that SmackDown is stacked with future women's champions. You got Zelina Vega, who is over with the fans and is great. I mean, yeah, she's looked bad in some things, but once they give her a shot and once they get fully, I think she might have an injury or something like that.
I'm still waiting with how it feels like this division's going. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to get another mixed match challenge.
Oh, I really hope so.
But it's actually going to be taken seriously this time.
I really hope they actually pair up
because last time it felt like it was more of a comedy thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, didn't R-Truth and Carmella win?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of what leans into it. They actually do it for real, yeah, absolutely.
But Andrade's gonna probably be coming back at the Rumble.
I feel like they should add a better reward for winning that. Each of the winners will get an actual title shot or something like that.
The year Truth and Mello won it, it was entry number 30 in the Rumble.
Which, okay, sure.
Which if it was like Strowman and Alexa Bliss who won it that year,
it'd be like, oh shit, yeah.
Or well, actually, to be fair, I think they both planned to win, but then both Alexa and Braun got injured.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So the team went well, and then Ember Moon took over for Alexa, and then Braun got hurt. Yeah. And in typical WWE who do you replace Braun Strowman with? Good motherfucking Hawkins.
Oh God, Jesus. Oh God. Yeah. I really hope we get another mixed match challenge. That'd be a ton of fun.
I'd love it.
A lot of time. But
go ahead.
I'm trying to continue my thought. Zelina Vega would be a great champion within the next few years. You got Dakota Kai, who I predicted to end this year with the WWE Women's Championship. You have Michin, who showed the fuck off against Io Sky, and then you have Kairi Sane, who is just a personal favorite of mine.
Didn't mention Bayley
because that's obvious. I'm saying future. I mean, Dakota Kai is 35, so I can't be like I can't be like the future of WWE. I mean, Dakota Kai will be wrestling for the next 5 to 7 years, but I can't say much more about that.
Hold on. How do you think Michin is?
Michin, I believe it's 33.
34.
That's close. Dakota Kai doesn't look 35, so give me a break.
We had a main roster debut.
Did we?
Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
After a decade.
Was it a decade? I thought it was 7 years.
It feels I genuinely almost said a millennium on Twitter when he debuted. Dude was facing Gunther and Ilya in NXT UK.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Tyler Bate was one of Gunther's first defenses with that title.
Jesus.
And Gunther had like a 700-day reign with that belt.
God damn.
Why would he? Who would he drop it to? He ended up dropping it to Ilya.
Don't ask me. I didn't watch NXT UK. But Tyler Bate was on NXT longer than the whole Rock's WWE career.
Yeah,
that's how long he's on NXT for.
He was in there forever,
bro. That sounds like a Van Wilder type story. You know what Van Wilder is? I don't know. Some people don't know who the fuck Van Wilder is. You know, Ryan Reynolds, based off Burt Kirshner's life story. But being in college for that many years and just chilling. That's what he was. That's what Tyler Bate was.
You know what? I need Ryan Reynolds to be a manager for someone in WWE.
It's not going to happen, but okay.
I just need it now.
All right.
Imagine a segment with R-Truth and Ryan Reynolds.
We'll get into R-Truth in just a second. Bro, this is great this week.
And then we had the main event of the triple threat.
The main event of the triple threat?
The main event
of the triple threat.
Of the triple threat.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure we're crystal clear on that it's of the triple threat.
We watched 3 men go to war with each other, which included Randy taking his fair share of bumps, finally.
He's been taking a few bumps beforehand.
A few, but he took a bunch.
He took a normal wrestling amount of bumps, yes.
It's the most he's taken since returning.
Well, yeah, you can't look invincible against fucking LA Knight and AJ Styles.
I'm saying that's a good thing.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're criticizing his previous performances.
No, it's more praising the fact that he's trusting his body more and more to take all these bumps again and again.
Because it's like riding a bike. You gotta go slow, man.
Yes, and I'm saying it's a good thing.
All right, if you're saying it's a good thing, I'm
especially since now we have a fatal 4-way at the Rumble.
Dude, I am so fucking hyped. Dude,
I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Sometimes the obvious answer is the correct answer.
So, I saw a lot of people were saying that the option was Randy versus Roman at the Rumble. There was just going to be those two, and people were questioning why the change what happened. And I'm thinking, Tripp said, "Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll have the triple threat happen. We'll have Randy win, and then we'll have them face the Rumble." But then he realized this is a good match. This will be a great match to throw Roman in there, and it doesn't fuck with my options going into the Elimination Chamber. So
yeah,
there we go. This will make it happen. And then you know what?
LA Knight, AJ Styles out of the chamber.
Or you can have all of them enter the chamber with Cody in there as well.
Yeah.
And then 2 other guys. Who you want to add? I don't give a shit.
Bronson Reed.
That's what I saw on that fake Elimination Chamber. Like, I saw the fake Elimination Chamber
that's why I said
card.
it.
I don't hate it. Just the Bronson Reed was the only thing I really hated from it. I'm just like, okay. But yeah.
But once again, we saw Nick Aldis be the best GM.
Dude, I didn't realize how fucking cool Nick Aldis was. I was watching a TikTok, and it's like, Nick Aldis is basically done what Roman Reigns has done. Just in the NWA. That's why he's not afraid of Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool as fuck.
I still think this is leading to some point Nick Aldis versus Roman.
SummerSlam?
Maybe.
Because if he loses the belt to Cody, because if he makes Cody the guy, he'll poach Cody, you're in the chamber match because it's supposed to be like he's only dealing with SmackDown shit. And then if Cody, wins the championship at SummerSlam, Roman could be like, "You cost me this shit. We're going to war."
Yeah, that's to me where it feels like this is leading.
I think so.
And I'm down for it,
dude. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's already a fun feud
Mm-hmm.
of Roman having to accept the fact that he's no longer able to bitch around Adam Pearce.
It's a lot of fun. I really like that.
Oh, well. We also talked about the announcement on Thursday.
Oh yeah, the announcement that Money in the Bank is happening.
Yes.
Where's it happening again?
I don't remember.
I think it's Vancouver. I want to think it's Vancouver.
It was out of the U.S.
I think it's Canada. Let me double check. I got it. Money in the Bank 2024.
Toronto.
That makes sense because I think Santi was raving about it because he's from Toronto.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dubs. I would go, but I don't want to. I really don't want to go to Toronto.
We'll talk some more news. Matt Riddle was apparently reported to win the Rumble in 2022.
Disgusting.
And then Brock Lesnar saved us.
Brock Lesnar, I don't give Brock Lesnar enough praise. He's a very much just like he's got a few moves, doesn't do much, but thank God for Brock Lesnar existing. Want to talk about Wrestle Kingdom?
Oh yeah, we might want to.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom had Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened at Wrestle Kingdom besides a few things that showed up on my Twitter.
Okay, spit.
All right. So first of all, people were clowning Jon Moxley for wearing a mask. He was doing Red Hood. And everyone's like, he won't bitch him complaining about gas mask, will wear this shit. I'm like, yes, because now he looks like a badass comic character. He's cosplaying. Let the man be. Let the man do his thing. But a certain blonde man showed up at Wrestle Kingdom under a different name than we typically know.
I have to watch New Japan Wrestling now.
There's also rumors that WWE and New Japan are teaming up.
They better. Because I need Nick Nemeth in WWE.
Is that what he's going by now?
I mean, it is his real name.
Is his real name?
Yeah, his actual name is Nick Nemeth.
I know it's not Dolph Ziggler because he complained about it. He's like, "This is stupid. This is a stupid name." But Dolph Ziggler showed up at Wrestle Kingdom and with a friend of his, I guess I can call him friend, another WWE superstar, ex superstar. Matt Riddle is in New Japan, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Because a certain announcer was like,
Matt Striker.
Matt Striker's like, how do you let this guy go? I don't know. Maybe because he said
is Striker's anti-WWE?
Yeah, I don't know. He is.
Striker was released by WWE too.
I don't know who the fuck Striker is.
Striker was you remember how you talking about the old NXT game show?
Yeah.
Striker was the host.
Oh really? Okay. Well, according to our friend Eero, Striker's not the greatest guy in the world in the first place. I don't know what happened. I don't know what he did, but he was complaining, how do you let Matt Riddle go? I'm like, maybe because he says he needs to smoke weed to the kids.
And then tested positive.
That's one
thing. And then tested positive for weed.
Yeah. They proceeded to test positive. Like, dumbass. But Matt Riddle's done a ton of other things. He ran out of bridges to burn in WWE. That's why he's gone, Matt Striker. So, like, there's a reason why he's gone. Don't act like nothing happened.
And Grayson's about to get pissed because he's going to have to thank Vince McMahon and Austin Theory for something, too.
What did they do?
Matt Riddle is also planning to win the 2022 Money in the Bank.
What was Vince thinking?
But then Vince was so high on Theory, he gave it to Theory instead.
So was Matt Riddle was high.
So,
Bros listen thought.
That saved us.
You know what? I will thank both of them for it if I ever see them in person. Which I'll probably see Theory in a month or two. So,
okay. An old Dwayne The Rock Johnson tweet resurfaced.
Oh God!
It's him and LA Knight.
Really?
Yeah, I sent you it on Twitter.
Okay. Sometimes I check on Twitter. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah, about how met at Sonrika. Chasing the American Dream. You may love him or you may hate him.
I see. Okay.
Why LA Knight's like the Miz now?
They're showing up in random places.
He shows up like in the Joe Rogan fight.
Did you see that clip of the Miz breaking a fight?
Randomly, he's on the TV show as well. I'm like, where the fuck did you come from?
I do at-home workouts because the gym makes me uncomfortable with people looking at me. I do these WWE workouts and fucking nights in it.
Yeah,
bro, he does that too.
Okay. Kevin and I. This was I was speaking when I said this last week, and Kevin Dunn apparently left because thinks of himself as a Vince McMahon guy.
Yeah, I can't believe you called it. That was kind of wild that you called it.
I know ball.
You know, he can fuck off if he's not with Trips. Trips is great.
And funny enough, there was a lot of segments on Monday now that everyone's like, we should do that more.
Yeah, like, dude. I mean, Raw was kind of mid this week.
Ciampa doing a promo heading to the ring through Gorilla.
It looked a lot better.
Yeah,
Raw looked a lot better. Do you want to give an update on my lovely?
I was gonna save that for the end.
Okay, we can just save it to the end. That's fine.
MJF could be out for a year.
So what happened?
Remember how I said he's been going through injuries?
Yeah, I know he had a few injuries, but like, what's it's his shoulder here? That's why
it's his shoulder.
Well, is it like he tore his labrum or some shit like that?
I'm guessing the cast he had on during his last match was actually needed.
Why would you wrestle?
Well, they've been trying to get him off TV for a while.
I guess
to recover, but he just refused. He did not want to leave TV.
There's a difference between wrestling hurt like Cody did, where he tore his pec because he couldn't hurt it anymore. That's why Cody wrestled. That's the only reason he wrestled. If you're hurt, don't wrestle.
I think it just shows how much he loves.
I guess. I think wrestling needs to reinstate the 30-day thing, the 30-day rule. Where like that's how you can get like injuries to give like belts away if they're actually injured, and you need to move on with your other plans.
Okay. Some more wrestling news.
There's always wrestling news.
It is possible for Roman to face Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Cody Rhodes on different nights.
Oh my god, I hate that.
And there was a Twitter disagreement between.
You know what this is gonna be? This whole. So you know how we say that Sasha's like my CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
This is me denying the CM Punk. This is what's gonna be again. The Rock is not facing Roman at WrestleMania. It's not happening. I don't care what's
Young Rock already said it's gonna happen.
I don't give a shit what Young Rock said. Young Rock got canceled, so I don't give a shit about it anymore. Okay, The Rock, if he faces Roman Reigns, we know the ending. I don't want to see it.
Do we though?
Unless it's not for the belt, I don't want to see it.
Do we know the ending for sure?
Yeah, they're not going to give the belt to fucking Rock. They shouldn't have given back in 2013. They're not going to give him. They shouldn't give it to him now.
You never know. Wrestling.
The Rock is like 54.
Okay, he can have a 5-year run.
Bro was out of breath for doing a fucking people's elbow.
5-year run. Hold the belt for 5 years. Defend once a year.
He's not Roman. He doesn't have the aura.
You're right. He has more.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, well.
I would debate to say that Roman Reigns is a better wrestler of all time than The Rock. That's just me though.
Now for some, we almost had something legendary news. Vince pitched the idea of having The Fiend, Broken Matt Hardy, and Willow in a faction together.
I thought the Demon was also in that too.
I did not see the Demon. I saw those three.
I thought I saw the Demon. Okay.
And that would have just been 3 menaces.
3 menaces of society.
Yeah.
They didn't fall apart because of Matt Hardy.
It might have. I think only Vince wanted it though.
Dude, his wife said that he has CTE, and I saw like wrestling news be like, he doesn't have CTE. No one knows if he has CTE. CTE cannot be diagnosed until after the person's dead. So that's our technology cannot see CTE yet.
And this is a whole tangent. Me and this other person went on in a different sport that you and Football. I both commonly like. Yeah. And he's like 90% of NFL players test positive for CTE nowadays. And I'm like,
you can't test.
You can't even know if they have it
unless they're dead. You can't tell they have CTE. So he could have CTE. We don't fucking know. Antonio
He'll just
Brown.
be drunk as fuck.
Not something I should laugh at.
You see it so often from him at this point sometimes. Especially his wife, who has been around for a few years.
Apparently only for a few years, because she's like 24 or something like that. Dude, she goes on TikTok saying, I used to watch my husband perform in sold out shows with everyone holding signs. That's 2007, my guy. That's 2007. How old is it, Hardy? Probably, or Jeff Hardy? I don't know. Whatever Hardy it was. He's in his 40s now. That was 20-something years ago.
Do we need to add Jeff Hardy to a list?
That one list that came out recently?
Not that list. No. God, no. No, that's Vince McMahon's list. That's not Jeff Hardy's list.
This is the TikTok.
We're gonna get canceled.
No, I've said worse shit on the internet. Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on.
WWE on Fox has had some legendary reactions over the week. Playoff tickets are now on sale, said the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That are owned by the Cons.
And then responded with the Kurt Angle gif.
Ultimate troll job.
The other one, which is hilarious, will come when we talk about Raw.
Yeah.
Best Twitter, whoever's the social media manager for
give
that,
him a raise. Give him a
raise.
Give him something, man, because it's all the time shit.
Omos is being discussed in a repackaging.
How do you repackage that big of a man?
You
can't give him same day shipping.
You make him. You make him smaller. Omos, you're gonna be 6'3" now.
Can they shoot him normally instead of doing I had the camera guy on his knees just shooting upwards? I've been in the stadium when they shoot Omos. It's the funniest shit because the camera guy will literally get on his knees and kind of walk backwards.
You're 6'3" now, Omos. We're gonna get a tall cameraman to film down on you. You played in the NBA? Yeah. Oh, you're taller than Omos. Just go like this.
They just hired fucking Yao Ming.
Oh well. You want to talk about your glorious queen, or do you want to do
the other glorious queen that's not my glorious queen?
Or do you want to do Wrestle Purists first?
Well, we have two reports to talk about that are in the DM. I'll talk about both of them since I know what
the Monet one.
On January 2nd, which I think we filmed the day before, but this didn't come out till a few days later.
Did we film on we didn't film on New Year's?
We filmed on the 3rd.
Which would be the day before
Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, day before.
But this didn't come out until just recently.
I'm stupid. I was thinking the day after for some reason.
On January 2nd, 2024, the more serious charge against Liv Morgan for the possession of synthetic cannabis was dropped entirely. So that was the felony. That was the big thing that could cause a lot of issues in her case. Her remaining thing is now just transferred to the misdemeanor courts, so that's great. Her arraignment is now for the 12th of February. Her scheduled arraignment on the 12th of February has now been canceled, and that was for the felony, and now she's facing it on the February 20th for the misdemeanor charge. So the possible things that could happen is that she gets 1 year in jail, probation for a year, and along with $1,000 fine. So with WWE's legal team on our side, she's probably gonna get on probation and get $1,000 fine. We might see her with a ankle bracelet the whole time. So just be aware of that. But other than that,
you know, if there's ever a Becky feud, that's gonna come up.
Oh, absolutely, and it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be like the Seth Rollins.
I already told you, the there was an insider who got word with the judge.
Okay. Just because I can't understand your sarcasm through text doesn't mean anything. He went on for like 30, 40 minutes through text saying that this is what's happening.
It was not for it was like 8 messages.
Which is like 30, 40 minutes of my time.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, you were responding slow as hell. So
I was at work.
Fuck work. Wrestling's more important.
Anyways, the second report we want to talk about is in regards to Mercedes Moné, the biggest free agent currently floating around. WWE does want her back, and they made it clear. They just had early discussions with her. One WWE source felt confident about her eventual return as Sasha Banks, but is cautioned that until a deal is signed, nothing is ever official. They're saying they're still in negotiations, but there's very little communication currently.
Here's the other part of that Grayson's not mentioning. The first sentence is, in regard to Mercedes Moné, the last we heard, which was around Christmas week.
When she posted the Triple H, I'm telling you.
Which, to give you an idea, from recording, Christmas week would be about 3 weeks ago.
Okay, doesn't mean CM Punk signed the day of Survivor Series, and he was probably in discussion for weeks upon end.
Just saying. If this was any other wrestler in the world, and it was like most likely AEW, Grayson would not be saying this. But since it is Mercedes Moné,
we're getting Julia in WWE. I don't care.
You're getting Trinity.
That's fine too. Trinity's great. I'm not the biggest fan of Trinity. At this point, I tweeted about this 3 days ago as well. By the way, follow us on Twitter. We both tweet about this shit. Sometimes we'll have communication between each other on Twitter publicly. But anyways, I just want Sasha in the States. I want to go to. I don't care.
I want her in the States. Yes.
I don't care if it's WWE, AEW. I just want to go see Sasha Banks in person. At this point, and I'm starting to come around to the idea that you were talking about a few weeks ago or last week or something like that Sasha Banks not going to WWE is best for the women's division in both AEW and WWE. I'm coming around to the idea. I'm not fully on board yet, but I am coming around to the idea.
Good. As you said.
Any other news we need to talk about before we get onto Raw?
I mean, we briefly mentioned there's a chance New Japan Wrestling and WWE could be working together in the future.
Big dubs just don't fucking bring that fucking stoner.
As I said on Twitter, and which is Grayson realized the greatness of this, opens a loophole for us to finally get our Shield triple threat.
I did, because I responded to it,
Grayson realized I was in fact spitting at that moment.
You were in fact spitting. I'm not going to deny that you were.
Is this? I gotta find the freaking. Okay, hold on. Is this a quicker way? I'm getting the wrestling purists.
Okay, we do have to talk about Raw. You know that, right?
I know, but I'm getting it pulled up.
Okay, we don't know what happened in NXT. We're filming this on the day of the NXT. We're just really early today, so.
Yeah, because one of us.
I think the biggest plan this beginning for NXT, so I'm not too concerned about it.
Okay, let's talk about Raw.
Okay. Production value way up. The show, pretty okay.
Yeah. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre met.
Awesome promo. Probably the best promo of the year, though.
It's been 9 days.
Okay, it's the best promo in the last 9 days. So what? Criticize me for saying that. Well, sorry.
And it sucks because I can't have it pulled up because I finally was able to get. Actually, wait. I'll just do this because I did save what he said.
I said put it on a shirt.
They really should.
Even if it's one of the front back shirts, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not a demon when pushed. I'm Satan himself.
It goes hard. I gotta admit, it's CM Punk, and we have a very complicated history here with CM. If you're new here, and you made it 40 minutes into this episode, I have a very complicated history with CM Punk. So if I'm saying CM Punk has said something that went hard, it went hard.
We had our glorious King R-Truth have a vignette.
One of the best vignettes, man. I came out of the womb. I told the doctor that I would want to be a part of Judgment Day. Oh, and
Tomasa Ciampa
Mhm.
pinned Finn Balor.
He did after giving an awesome fucking liberal not promo. What do we call it?
The backstage promo.
The backstage promo that him walking through Gorilla to the front stage, which is awesome. Like I said, production value is way up. Is that an orange Coca-Cola can?
It's normal.
Okay, it looks orange on the screen, so I'm like, what the fuck are you drinking?
It's normal.
Just want to make sure you're drinking something that's not like orange Coca-Cola.
No.
Okay.
I like lemon.
Lemon Coca-Cola exists?
Yes.
Colorado's fucking weird, man.
No, actually I think it's lime is there.
We have cream.
They have lime. It's one of the the restaurants with all those alternate the fast food places with all those alternates.
Yeah.
Lime and lemon options.
That's different. I'm talking like in can form. Because we had that shit here.
I don't know if they have it in can.
I'm talking about can form. They have like cream here. Like
I do not drink lime and lemon Coca-Cola.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't care if it's like you go to Wendy's and you pick one of those things. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about in can form. This is a wrestling podcast, people.
Yeah. Ludwig Kaiser unleashed an attack on Kofi.
He killed a man.
That chair shot was brutal.
Not even the chair shot. Do you see what he did to the fucking the steps? He launched himself right into fucking Kofi's head.
Hey.
Kofi's dead.
And Ludwig spit on the mic later on. He was spitting.
I didn't watch that promo, but
he went off about how Kofi took out another member of Imperium and how he's the only one, and how Ludwig's the only one still around.
That's good. Taking time off.
And then, but it was announced Gunther's going to come back next week.
I'd hope so, especially after that attack and after that fucking promo. Yeah. There's the best wrestling match happening next week. With Seth Rollins.
I was going to talk about the Rhea Ripley stuff.
Oh, go ahead. Let's talk about Mommy then.
Rhea Ripley will not be having a match at the Rumble.
That was never confirmed.
It's not against Nia.
Who said?
Nia.
Did she say that she's competing in the Rumble?
That she's gonna be, when she wins the Rumble, she's gonna be picking Rhea Ripley.
You know what's gonna happen? Rhea's gonna enter the Rumble.
I saw your tweet. It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Rhea's gonna get a chair and watch from ringside and do her little bullshit.
Or she'll do what sometimes champions will do. They won't enter the Rumble, but they'll come through into the Rumble and then toss the person they hate out, and that triggers them to have a match. So
Liv Morgan.
If that's how they get a match going, fine by me.
We had the women's tag title match,
which was pretty good.
Yeah.
No proper Chelsea Green entrance still, but I thought that was
come back.
It better fucking come back.
We got Awesome Truth against Finn Balor and Damian Priest next week on Raw.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. What?
Yeah, Miz beat JD.
Is it a championship match?
No.
Aw, that sucks.
But Miz said if we beat them, we will have an opportunity down the road for the titles.
I still can't believe we haven't got a Creed Brothers Dream match announced.
The Creed Brothers haven't had a match since then.
It's been a week, my guy.
It's been 2.
Oh, was it 2 weeks?
Yes.
No, because they didn't have it on Christmas. They had it on day 1, didn't they?
No.
When they had that fucking match, we talked about
it. It was the Raw before day 1.
Oh yeah, because we covered 2 Raws that week. That's right.
Yes, and there was.
I'm so sorry. It's been 2 weeks since we covered that episode. I apologize.
Memorize the timeline, Duck.
Dude, I have so many timelines in my brain. I've had so many fucking timelines to remember lately. It's hard to keep track of. Okay.
We got Otis versus Ivar.
Which I saw one spot. That was pretty good. But
yeah, springboard off the ropes from Ivar into a slam.
Yeah.
And then we have the greatest title match we will ever see this decade.
Twitter's having a field day with that fucking match. It's amazing. Jinder Mahal. is facing Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship on the January 16th, not 16th, 15th episode of Raw. Numbers don't work for me right now.
And it will slap.
Yeah, Seth's not carrying into Rumble, apparently. No
one else is going to get that title. It's Jinder's for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Rest of the decade.
We were wrong about our predictions besides use your random prediction was Jinder.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then we had Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Which the match card, like the picture of the match card, went fucking hard because there's an anime version of Cody and there's an anime version of Shinsuke. It looked great. Did he spray the fucking timekeeper?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I saw from
it. Cody won.
I woke up late from my nap, so I didn't watch most of it unless it was through TikTok.
Oh.
I'm a busy man, my guy.
Oh well. That's all of Raw.
Like I said,
decent. Okay, Raw.
It was decent. Just production value is way up though. Kevin Dunn, bye. Go fuck yourself.
And now it is time for the wrestling purists.
Okay, what's wrestling purists?
It's one of the just they've released news.
Is it like ML football?
No, it's a bigger company than ML football.
Oh, so it's not like some random dude in his basement who
No, it's a company.
Shit. Okay, so it's an actual like bullshit. Okay.
Like they have a full-on website.
I'm guessing ML football probably has a website as well, but like
I have no idea. But they are legit. I've known of them for. It's not just some random Twitter.
It's not some fucking dude. Okay.
And this is just going off the website listing, not the tweet order. The rookie of the year was Lola Vice.
Lola's great. But rookie of the year?
Who should it have been then?
Maxine Dupree?
Maxine technically wasn't a rookie.
This is her first year wrestling. And
she was not as great as Lola Vice.
I'm talking about like debut, like they debuted like
yes
on TV. Just okay, then I don't have much argument there. Then I'm talking like started wrestling this year.
It's debuted on TV this year.
Okay, then that's a little bit different. Maxine was okay. I'll give it a break.
The best non-wrestler was Prince Nana.
Funny that it is, but wrong. It's still Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman was second.
I know, but like...
And Samantha Irvin was third.
Which is valid.
Most improved, Rhea Ripley.
Improved?
No, it was not Rhea Ripley.
I didn't see this whole list.
It was someone who should have been in jail for months.
Matt Riddle?
No. Storyline jail, dumbass.
Dom Dom?
Dom Dom won the most improved.
He did his time. What are you talking about?
Julia Hart was in second.
I've heard a lot about Julia Hart in the last few weeks.
Yota, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, was third.
Yes.
Tiffany Stratton was fourth.
That's big dubs.
Mariah May was fifth.
I've heard the name before. I don't know who it is.
Most underrated, Chad Gable.
Valid.
Came in second.
What? Pulled shit from
with Daniel Garcia. AEW.
Okay.
Winning.
Is he the guy who's like with Sammy Guevara?
I believe so.
Okay.
The best on the promos.
That's pretty interesting.
Christian Cage won. With MJF in second. Cody Rhodes was third.
I was going to say, Cody better be on this list here.
Jon Moxley was fourth.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
And LA Knight was fifth.
I don't agree with John being fourth. I'd put LA Knight and then Roman Reigns in there.
Roman, I don't think was
or
on any
Seth.
of these. Roman, I don't believe was on any of these.
Do they have like a minimum matches criteria?
It was voted upon by wrestlers.
I know.
So it's all on their viewpoint.
I would still say Seth above John.
The book of the year.
I heard about this, yeah.
Fifth was Panico. Do not know who that is.
Did not give you a company?
Huh?
It's not give you, does it not give you a company?
No.
So okay. Mm-hmm.
Shuju, once again, not going to try to pronounce his name.
I guess in Japan.
But, wow.
I'm guessing. I said I'm guessing Japan.
Shawn Michaels was in third.
Okay.
Tony Khan in second.
False. No.
And then taking home 51% of the vote was Paul Levesque.
I disagree with this. It should have been Sean at 1, Trips at 2, Tony at 3. Tony, you don't get points for just booking random bullshit. You get points for, booking a show that doesn't compete with PLEs on a weekly basis.
Cook. Show of the year. Number 5.
I'm really loopy right now.
Yeah. Number 5 was Stardom.
Okay.
All-Star Grand Queendom.
Queendom.
Yeah.
Sounds like something I need to watch.
Number 4, AEW All Out. Number 3.
I remember All In being better, but okay.
AEW Revolution.
Revolution.
Yes.
Revolution this year is gonna be Sting's last match ever.
Number 2 is AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 1, WWE WrestleMania 39 Night 1.
Okay. Let's just say, I thought I remember it being two, they separate the nights.
They did separate them.
As long as it's night 1, I'm okay with it. Instead of it just being all WrestleMania. If it was all WrestleMania, we've already talked about that in a previous episode.
Tag teams of the year. The Astronauts were in 5th.
Ooh.
The Usos were 4th.
They were gone for half the year, but okay.
The Aussie Open were 3rd.
What's Aussie Open?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens got 2nd.
I wouldn't agree completely, but okay.
And by 1.5% of the votes, the winner was FTR.
Only by 1.5%?
It was a 1.5 split between them and KO and Sammy.
That's surprising. Because, people are giving Kevin and Sammy a bunch of shit because they weren't doing anything with the tag division, which I get it. But FTR was beloved by at least the IWC, so
yeah. Promotion of the year.
I mean, we know what the promotion of the year is.
Number 5 was New Japan Wrestling.
Number 5? What?
Yeah.
5?
5 is New Japan.
That's surprising. Okay.
Number 4 was CMLL.
Over New Japan?
Number 4 was All Japan Wrestling.
Really?
Yes.
New Japan wasn't even the top Japanese wrestling company. Okay.
Number 2 was WWE.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Number 2 was AEW.
I was like, you ain't pulling one over on me. It's 13. I remember it'd be 13.5% for AEW, and then WWE.
That was 27% for AEW.
I'm so sorry. I pulled a number on my ass.
It was exactly halfway.
Hey.
Number 1 with 59.2% of the votes, WWE.
Oh, I thought you were going to say GCW.
Ring of Honor. What wrestling company does Tyrus wrestle for?
Tyrus?
You don't know? Do you remember Brodus Clay from?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he wrestled anymore.
He was the world champion in the company for 2 years.
I don't know.
Because he also got the Fox News clout because he would take the title on the Fox News.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, okay.
Match of the year. Number 5, Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre.
Zack Sabre?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Junior. Number 4, MJF versus Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson.
You had that on your list.
Yep. That. Number 3, Swerve Strickland versus Adam Hangman Page.
I still think that match was disgusting.
Number 2, Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
You talked about that, didn't you?
Number 1, Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
You talked about those, yeah.
Yeah. Kenny and Will are really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
Now the pit list that will piss Grayson off the most. Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Okay. Yeah, this is my criteria. What's up?
Number 5 was Paige. We'll call it Paige.
Okay. Saraya /Paige, whatever. I get it completely. I get it. but like I don't agree with it at number 5 at all.
Number 4, Becky Lynch.
What?
Number 4 is Becky Lynch.
This is wrong.
Number 3 was Julia.
Julia. It's just Julia. She's really good. She's coming to WWE soon. But I now we're Becky Lynch.
Number 2 was Brutality.
It's who?
Rhea Ripley.
Okay, don't say Brutality. That's not what she is. She's not even. That's not even like her nickname, my guy.
It's a theme song.
Yeah, but that's not her name.
That's like, what I called it. That's what I called it.
That's
you will deal with
that's not
it,
her
youngin.
nickname.
You'll deal with it, youngin.
Why can't I remember her nickname though?
Mommy.
Besides mommy, he goes for like it's like X something. I can't remember right now.
Number 2 is Rhea Ripley.
Who's number 1?
Athena.
Okay, I've heard Athena's name before. I don't know who she is.
Ember Moon.
Oh, that's Ember Moon? Okay.
Yes, it's her
if
name.
you tell me the WWE name, I probably know who they are.
It is Ember Moon.
Okay.
But they rename her name is actually Athena in real life, and that's what she goes by in AEW.
She's in
AEW.
I don't even think she's the best AEW female.
Yeah, Tony. You're a Tony Storm guy.
Yeah, I would say Tony Storm. Even Saraya, I'd probably put over her.
Athena's really good.
I mean, if they're talking about in ring, probably. But I'm talking about like overall.
Now, this is also the list that will piss Grayson off.
Right.
Best in-ring wrestler of the year.
I don't care about in-ring wrestling as much as you do, but okay.
Number 5, Zack Sabre Jr.
Okay, whatever.
Number 4, Ilya Dragunov. Hey, Grayson.
I'll give you your win rate. I'll give you your win here.
Go on, number 3 is
Gunther.
Gunther!
Only at number 3? Wow. Why are you excited about that? You should be number 1 in your mind, shouldn't he?
Bryan Danielson was number 2.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hard to argue with that.
He's the current angle this year, yeah.
Number 1 was Will Ospreay, once again. Very hard to argue with that.
I'm not pissed about it. I don't give a shit about it.
Now, here's the question. Do you want fans wrestler of the year first, media/critics, or the wrestlers wrestler of the year first?
Let's start with media, then let's go into fans, and then let's end with the wrestlers.
Media. Number 5, the face of WWE, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes? Someone said Roman Reigns on Twitter. I'm like, if he shows the work, which, I mean, he showed the work every single SmackDown this year so far, so.
Number 4, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Come on, MJF, my guy. Don't need to pull it out.
Number 3, Gunther!
I don't know.
Number 2 is Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, he's so loved.
Number 1 was Will Ospreay.
Okay.
Next, fans. Number 5, Bryan Danielson.
Like I said, he's so loved.
Number 4, Maxwell Jacob.
Oh my God, just call him MJF. Save us like 2 seconds of our lives, my guy.
Number 3, Gunther!
This is the same exact list, just like.
Number 2, Will Ospreay.
It's just shuffled. They just pressed shuffle on the list.
Yeah, they did, because number 1's Cody Rhodes.
that makes me a little bit more happy than the previous one, but okay.
And then the wrestlers of the year. Number 5, Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Number 4, Gunther.
Let's shuffle again.
Tied for second, Bryan Danielson.
They tied?
Yes.
That's impressive.
And Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Just call him MJF, my guy.
And number 1, the wrestler of the year, was Will Ospreay.
They just press shuffle again. Okay, cool.
And now the overall wrestlers of the year. And number 5, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Okay.
I can tell you I'm amused.
I'm very amused right here with you just saying his whole name and say, just call him MJF.
Number 5, Bryan Danielson. I mean, number 4. Number 4.
Okay.
Number 3, Gunther!
They just pressed shuffle again, didn't they?
Number 2, Cody Rhodes.
And that makes okay.
And then you want to guess who number 1 is?
You already said Will Ospreay, didn't you?
It's Will Ospreay.
Okay.
That's taking all the votes combined into one.
That makes sense. I mean, all of them
And
had
yes,
schedule.
the Fans Wrestling of the Year carried Cody Rhodes to second on that list.
That's fine by me. That is fine by me.
Because Cody was 5th in the other 2.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with here. I want to talk about a certain legend wrestler's comments as soon as you put your thing back on.
That's back on.
All right. So a certain former manager, I believe he was a Raw manager, says some things about AEW, and I'm defending AEW here. So give me a second. I tweet a lot in the last few days. Eric Bischoff says that Mercedes Moné will mean nothing to AEW's business and just will be like the previous ex-WWE signings. This is bullshit.
Oh, yeah, that.
Do you know why? Because I've said in the past, I don't like AEW signing WWE things. I think it does in the majority of cases doesn't do much for them as its company. It does a lot for the wrestlers, but not for the company. But when you have people like Christian, who's an ex-WWE guy, I think a lot of people forget about that. He's like a legend WWE guy. Samoa Joe, who is currently the world champion in AEW. You have Paige /Raya, who is a former AEW world champion, who is still over with the fans. And then you have fucking Toni Storm, who is currently the AEW Women's Champion, who is a former WWE wrestler. Just saying that these ex-WWE signings don't do anything for AEW is just false information. Because they do. That's why they put the belts on them. That's why they give them the attention they deserve. There's some guys where they put them in the background and they kind of just fade in. I met Adam Copeland, Edge, whatever you call him. It's kind of faded to the background in AEW. But like,
it's fine. He has the spotlight somewhere else.
He's also he's also fucking Aries. So like,
yeah, I've seen so many TikToks about him. Yeah. People praising him.
There was an interview with the Percy Jackson cast. They were talking about like who they want to like bring on an adventure because that's what the Percy Jackson's about. And they're like, oh, I want to bring out Adam Copeland. Like they didn't even call him Adam Copeland. They called him Edge Copeland, which I think was hilarious. I'm like, okay. And they're like, I want to bring Edge Copeland. I'm like,
there's a funny his daughter in the show.
Yeah.
They hadn't met before a media one day. And then the reporter asked him, were you familiar with his work prior to this? He's like, yes. Yes, my dad wrestled in high school. We would watch shows, and I was like, why does he look so familiar? And then I went on his Insta page, and she's like, oh, it's because you're that guy as well. But I saw a clip of him. He's so fucking good.
He's a really good actor. He does really good work.
Roman, watch out. Dwayne, watch out. Cena, watch out. We have a new Hollywood star.
So I was talking about Edge with my mom, and she's a little less familiar with WWE and stuff like that. And I was telling her, well, he was in Vikings because she used to watch Vikings. And she's like, oh, that guy. I remember him being like guy in Vikings. I'm like, yeah, that's Edge. Also, what is up with your hair, my guy? Like, just do this real quick for me. No, other way. Okay, you just look like you now have like a man bun. Okay, that's better. I prefer that. Put the hood up. There you go. Now you just look at you look like a kid who like Vines who like turned around into the weird face. Rest in peace, my guy. Rest in peace. But yeah, AEW is doing perfectly fine with the WWE talent they have. Like, there's a ton of talent there that they've tapped into perfectly. They've tapped in better than WWE has. So like, whatever. Also, I have a problem with Wrestling News who keeps pushing this fucking agenda that I'm done with.
What agenda?
Make Rhea a babyface. Oh. It's the stupidest fucking agenda I've seen. Yes, she gets a pop every time she walks out. Do you know why she gets a pop? Because she's loved. You can be loved as a heel.
I won't comment on this.
Do you want Rhea to be a... No, we got time to film, my guy. Do you want Rhea to be a babyface?
I'm not anti it.
I am, because guess what? She took a huge leap when she did a heel turn against Liv.
I am not anti face Rhea.
What's face Rhea gonna do? Because Rhea's whole character right now is based off her doing heel shit. So how you make? Tell me how you make Rhea babyface and continue this momentum.
You let her cook.
She has as a heel. She prefers it.
You let Rhea cook.
Okay. I still don't think you changed her because the fans love her. The fans love her because she's a devious heel and the lesbians go crazy for her. So, not that it's today, but as in recording this, or even like when this comes out, yesterday in 2006 was the anniversary to the live sex celebration from Lita and Edge. What happened?
This isn't wrestling related, but
drop it on me, my guy.
Vrabel just got fired.
He got fired? Why did he get fired? Usually, I was hearing about mutually like.
What? No, he's gonna be in the AFC West.
Haha, get fucked.
No!
Get fucked.
No!
He's a Bronco. Not Bronco.
He's a Charger.
He's a Charger. It's not a Belichick. Get fucked.
I'm just like I'm looking for shit, and that's what pops up on my feed. Well, I got the notification. Damn, depressing.
Oh, there we go. It finally popped up on mine.
Oh well.
No, it says both sides have moved on. He didn't get fired. They mutually moved on. There's a difference between getting fired and mutually moving on. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about.
Wrestling news via Ripley face turn.
Oh yeah. No, just keep her as a fucking heel. There's no reason to make her a fucking babyface. Why am I getting Twitter things from you? Yeah. What the Schefter's bullshit. Anyways, she's been great as a heel. She does heel shit, and she continues doing it, and she loves it. She's good at it. Is there babyface things she does at times? Yes, but they're usually on social media, so like it doesn't matter.
I'm not anti it. I think it'd be. It's one of those where you look at both sides. She's an outstanding heel. She's the best. She's the top heel in the company right now.
Yeah, who's another heel that's on Raw then? There's no other heel. And Dia's just a little bitch. There's Nia and Rhea. That's it, right?
Nia, Rhea.
Chelsea, I guess. You want like
Chelsea, Piper, if you want to
to
consider them heels.
I guess.
If I'm speaking like I'm you, CM Punk.
I'm talking female side.
Yeah, like I said, if I'm speaking like I'm you, CM Punk. Because you don't want to acknowledge him on the male roster.
I don't want to acknowledge him in general, typically. I prefer not to. His wife, on the other hand, we can acknowledge her. Acknowledge AJ Lee. Bro was pulling something up. Bro was so quick on it to pull it up. I am scared. Is bro pulling up TikTok? Is that my question?
I should have pulled up the TikTok and read the comment. Should have. That was the opportunity.
Anyway,
I should have clicked present share screen and it's just the comment.
There's no great female heels on Raw right now. They're all on SmackDown, which is fine by me. I don't give a shit. Rhea's carrying the shit right there. No reason to make her babyface right now, especially because there's no reason to. She's great as a heel. She's in a heel group. And she still needs Dom. She doesn't still need Dom. Dom still needs Mommy. And until Dom is ready to move on from Mommy, which might be in a year or two, you're keeping her as a heel. Oh, people are saying keep an eye on New England for Bill Belichick.
I am as a yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question, my guy. Who do you want to see return or as a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble? Let's spend some time here.
I'll give one now. I was gonna save a bunch more for the actual Rumble.
We'll talk about it again, my guy,
But
when we get closer.
when I think if we want to do both sides, I would not be against an AJ Lee appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's coming back full time. I think she's made that clear.
I know.
She's retired. I think she could do one Rumble.
Give me one good feud.
I don't think she'd even do. I think she'd sell for the Rumble, eliminate Becky, and leave.
Why Becky?
Why not Becky?
If you're gonna eliminate Becky, it's gonna be for a story.
Why not Becky?
Because there's so many other people she could eliminate.
Because then she could tease the storyline for the next year.
Oh my god!
And she could every week you could come on here. Next week, AJ Lee's gonna come back and it's gonna continue the story.
I got it. I got the solution. She eliminates Bianca. There's your Bianca opponent.
Shiloh, he's not spitting right now, dude.
I am spitting. AJ Lee versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
Or, hear me out, AJ Lee versus Becky versus Bianca triple threat.
No, because everyone's saying Becky's facing Rhea and Liv.
Or, what's probably going to happen is Bianca versus Jade Cargill.
That's all I'm thinking.
Hey, give us AJ Lee versus Nia Jax.
You want to break AJ Lee?
Yes.
AJ Lee is not she might get crushed.
Yeah.
Like physically crushed. Not like actually in the match.
Skill issue.
Personally, I'm looking forward to Alexa Bliss returning at the Rumble. I have a big feeling that Alexa Bliss is going to return into a big way. Maybe they'll go back and spec up that Bianca Belair feud that they had at the Rumble again. Just back-to-back years. Have some thing go on with that. You're strangely quiet, my guy.
Hey, let me be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allowed to be quiet.
You're not allowed to be quiet because I'm very I'm scared that you're pulling up some shit.
I don't know what to pull up.
You look like you're pulling up stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pulling up to your house to be in your walls.
Okay, this is concrete here, bud.
Sledgehammer.
What?
Sledgehammer.
You can't be in the wall.
I'll dig a hole.
Bro is Steve from Minecraft. He is Blackjack. Not Blackjack. Fuck. Jack Black.
Blackjack.
I was thinking of cards. I was watching Suits, so.
No, keep spitting about your Rumble. Keep spitting about your Rumble.
I have a big feeling that Alexa Bliss will be back for the Rumble, and I'm very excited. I'm not a big Alexa Bliss fan, but I miss her.
I hope she's back.
I miss her. She's great. And she was on record saying that after she has the baby, which congratulations to her. We probably said it in the past, but she had a baby. That she wants to be back within like a month or two. So, and guess what? A month or two is the Rumble. I think we're gonna get a lot more surprise entrants, but you know what WWE needs to stop doing? Fucking spoiling entrants.
Yeah.
Keep us like 10 to 15 entrances announced, and then the rest should just be.
You have what? Cody, Punk, Shinsuke for the men.
Already, yeah. We have
Nia and Becky.
And Bianca.
And Bianca too now.
Bianca declared as well.
No more.
No more. None. Just it's a free for all for the Rumble.
27 surprise entries.
Just us like trying to project what's happening at the Rumble. It's like for the women, we think it's gonna be someone who we don't even know is gonna be in the Rumble.
Grayson's music hits during the men's Rumble out of nowhere.
You think I'm gonna be in the men's Rumble?
No, you'd want to be in the women's Rumble while V is in the ring.
Yeah, she said she. That's fine with me.
And get on her knees and your knees and say, "Step on me."
Apparently you know exactly what I'm going to do whenever I see you.
I saw what you did during D&D when I was on my knees for a drow. I saw what you were saying.
I don't even remember exactly what I said, but I know
dude, you were down bad. There's down bad, and then there's what you were that day.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone more down bad for someone we were describing.
Charlotte Flair is doing hard work in her ACL.
She moved a knee the other day.
She was doing stuff, which is impressive.
Mania return, here we come,
dude. She might pull a Cena.
Just imagine out of nowhere, Jade Cargill, Charlotte joins the Jade versus
It might happen apparently,
and then nowhere's just doing more athletic than ever.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And
this is a joke. We want Charlotte to take her time healing, so she's back at 100%.
Definitely don't want to see her at Mania. You know, it'd be great. You know, pull
Mania, but not at her 75%.
That's true.
I'd rather wait till next year's Survivor Series and let Charlotte come back as Charlotte.
Next year's Survivor Series?
Coming years.
It's 2024. Let's say, like, you want to wait till 2025?
Survivor Series.
Okay.
If we have to wait that long and we get 100% Charlotte Flair, I will wait that long for 100% Charlotte Flair.
Do you think if we wait an extra year, like get Charlotte back in 2025, like mid to like 2025,
if we get her back next Rumble, not this Rumble, but next Rumble,
do you think
I'll survive?
No, but I mean, we'll survive, I guess, because we criticize her every time she's in the ring.
Yeah, we can't criticize her.
I'm just saying if we get her back next year, mid next year, like Mania, SummerSlam type in 2025, not this year, in 2025, do you think we get full time Mania Charlotte? Like every SmackDown, every Raw, whatever she's on, is just
optimistically, Mania. I'm gonna say yes.
Because if you miss a year and a half, you better come back with some good shit. Especially if you're getting paid that much.
It will depend on how well the knee heals.
Well, she's going to get a big contract, and Becky's going to get probably a bigger contract when it comes time. But, I mean, she'll still be the second highest paid woman in wrestling. So, yeah. I mean, besides maybe Mercedes. Excuse me. People are saying that Dakota might be looking more and more clear by the week.
Oh, she won't be in the Rumble, though.
No, but I'm not saying she'll be in the Rumble. I'm saying that she's looking a lot better and that she might be clear in the coming weeks. And,
Elimination Chamber.
So Dakota's a Kiwi. That's what they call people from New Zealand is Kiwis.
Oh.
And you know what's really close to New Zealand? Australia, where Chamber's happening.
Yeah, I guess that Chamber.
I don't know why my voice is going like this, but it's going like this.
Men's Rumble, surprise, return, whatever.
John Moxley.
I wish. I wish.
2025, baby. 2025.
Give me. Shit, I don't even know.
I don't even know if anyone's really missing. Is anyone hurt?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, like major players like a Charlotte Flair or Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan. Also,
Sammy's not around right now.
They've already announced him coming back soon. Yeah, I think he's coming back next week.
Sammy's the major player there.
They announced him already coming back, so. Also, Liv Morgan made an appearance on Raw.
So did Mercedes Moné.
No, but Liv Morgan visited the Judgment Day. Bro, I was hoping bro would get the reference to the tweet that I retweeted. The Judgment Day lair was filled with smoke, and someone was asking where the smoke came from, and someone's like, "Oh, Liv visited." That's what I say. Anyways, Sammy's not hurt, and they've already announced him coming back.
Do you know who I want? Do you know who I want in the Rumble? Wade Barrett.
I feel like everyone's just saying that. Do you know who I'd be really excited to return in the Rumble? Like not like return in the Rumble, but like be in the Rumble for the men's side.
Who?
Michael Cole.
No.
It's happened before.
It was bad.
Jerry the King Lawler.
No.
He had a heart attack afterwards, but like. Now Booker T should come back in the Rumble again. He did last year. Let's do it again. Run it back. Have him go against Trick Williams in the ring. Have someone handle a mic while he's in the ring and have him start doing the.
He's about to face him. Yeah.
Everyone just like it is like just like
like that trick.
Some punches.
That trick.
Triple M should be in the Rumble though. Let's get it done.
Put Ilya in the Rumble.
Oh, fuck off.
And Braun Breaker.
Bro, he's gone.
And Rhea Ripley.
In the men's
so
Rumble?
she can get RKO'd.
Oh my god. Why we've talked about this before. It's weird if you say you want her to get RKO'd.
Fine, she won't get RKO'd.
That's okay. Thank you.
Give the stomp. Give the stomp. Give the stomp.
I was gonna actually go with something else, but okay, that's fine with me. No.
Claymore?
No, I was gonna go with something that's against, my
Luva?
I was gonna say GTS, but okay.
GTS. GTS.
Global Trade System, global. Fuck my guy.
What else would Tornado Moscow. Tornado Moscow.
What?
That's Ilya's finisher.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Chop! 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 Gunther Chopper.
She was hit by chops in April of this year. She's fine.
But not by Gunther.
Okay. Since you are not like in the delusional mindset that I am, can you explain to me why people don't see Liv as a storyline wise the most important thing going into Rumble against Rhea? Not going into Rumble, going into Mania against Rhea. Why people don't want to see it? Okay, I just want to make sure that's not just me being delusional and like. I'm not even kidding you. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley are probably 1 and 2. Actually, I'm not going to say 1 and 2. 1A, 1B are favorite superstars. So I just want to be completely delusional.
Only reason I could say it is people saying Becky is because of the future GOAT things people are putting on Rhea already.
Mm-hmm.
Would be the storyline is Becky needs to remind her that at this point Rhea is still not there. That would be the only reason I could think of. The story between Rhea and Liv's been built for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a 2 or 3 month build. It's a year-long plus build.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it all comes down to what happens in February with Liv and her
legal situation.
Yeah, which probably means she won't be winning the Rumble.
Like I said, I don't care how she gets there, whether it's Chamber or Rumble. As long as she gets there, I'm happy.
Because you don't know what her limitations are going to be on probation if that is what she gets.
They can grant her like.
If it's going to be a Contavious Caldwell Pope situation. Grayson knows what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know.
He's on the court with the ankle monitor on.
Yeah. I mean, they can grant her like temporary releases from her probation at times. They've done that in the past with certain things. It's at speed. It's not that bad.
Or like I told Grayson, they're going to make an example out of Liv Morgan.
I'm not going to, but okay.
And give her a year in jail. And Grayson's number 1 Twitter post will be "Set Morgan free."
It will be.
Hashtag live a little.
that was impressive. I'm surprised you came up with that. Someone suggested I was replying to someone that was talking about the triple threat possibilities, and I said that we lose on storytelling between Liv and Rhea if we put Becky in that triple threat, as in a triple threat. And I'm going to give a shout out to this person. It's @sir961 on Twitter. If you want to follow them, I don't give a shit. They said originally I was against it, but it could be it could make the story even better. Liv's drives really start with the match against Becky at day 1. There you are, correct there. Do something similar to Mania 35 with Becky playing the Charlotte role, Rhea playing the Ronda role, and then Liv playing in Becky's role. I haven't watched that match in a while. Would you like to? Is that a good idea?
Which match?
Do something like Mania 35 with Becky playing Charlotte, Rhea playing Ronda, and Liv playing Becky's role. Would it lose out on storytelling?
I wouldn't like that.
You wouldn't like that? That they did something similar to that?
If they did similar, because what I feel like made that really work was the winning both titles.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when Becky became Becky 2 belts.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a really compelling part of that story was someone's going to walk out with 2 belts.
Mm-hmm.
That match was good, honestly. That was when Ronda really cared for wrestling. That was when Charlotte, well, it was Mania.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. And that was middle of the man run. So that was outstanding match.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I wouldn't want that is if you go Liv Rhea, Becky Rhea, you can make a compelling story with just that.
Mm-hmm.
The issue I have with 3-person feuds is if you force it to be a 3-person feud.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the Fatal 4-Way we have at Rumble's not forced.
Oh, there's
because each of them have a story with Roman.
LA Knight's a little forced, but
LA Knight's as close as forced as we get.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little forced, not super forced.
But to me, it just feels like forcing that triple threat to Mania.
Okay.
It's having to find a way to correlate Liv and Becky together, feuding a bit to make that work.
See, that I agree with you. That was my point that I was making. I was like, I think you lose a little bit on the storytelling aspect of things if you force it into a triple threat rather than have it be a normal feud between one of the two people that really plays.
Honestly, if you move Mania to 6 hours,
let's not do that.
Extra match.
Please don't. No.
2 nights, 6 hour, 2 6-hour nights.
No.
Fine, 2 5-hour nights.
I'll give you 4, and that's it.
4.5.
I'm capping at 4, my guy.
Even if that extra match is Becky Jade?
Becky and Jade?
Or Becky Bianca Jade?
Ooh, Becky Bianca would be nice, actually, at Mania. I'd be down for that shit. They had a great SummerSlam match.
Because that extra half hour gives you one more match, and that could be women's match. That could be...
It depends upon what card is looking like before I would say anything.
That half hour could do a lot for you.
It could. It also could do jack shit for me.
It could do jack shit, but it could do a lot too. Like we get Cena and The Rock once in a lifetime.
Thrice in a lifetime?
Twice in a lifetime.
All right. We probably should start wrapping up since we don't have much to talk about. We're just kind of going off the edge with this media bullshit.
Hey.
Anything else you want to say about the Rumble coming up, about Raw, SmackDown, any of the news that popped up?
Yeah. 2024 Royal Rumble winner.
That's in 2 weeks for that episode.
Is our truth.
Valid, though. We'll see you guys in next week when we talk about Rumble and whatever happens this week in wrestling. And until then, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.